How's everyone doing? Super excited and fired up to be here talking with each and every last one of you all. But y'all know how I like to start this out. Do one of three things for me right now. I need you to like, share, and comment because you never know who might need to hear this. And the whole purpose of me coming to you each and every week is to become the river and not the reservoir. So this provide you all with value so you can go out there and provide value to others. Now, I think I'm more excited than each and every last one of you all because you must understand that this is part 2 to getting started. And I think a lot of people have a problem with procrastination, but I'm just here to give y'all some type of solution and a different perspective on the things that you could be facing in life and start to shift whatever your problem is and turn it all around. But this is part 2. And like I always say, the note takers are the money makers. So if that's you, I highly advise that you pay attention to the gems that's being dropped. But where I want to pick back up off of is perseverance. And I think perseverance is the multiplier of your talent and your potential. Because I want everybody to get this. Success is not about who is more talented. It's about who is more hungrier. Just like the legendary Les Brown said, you got to be hungry. And you really do. Because if you really want to do something, how bad do you really want to do it? And if you don't want to do it, guess what? You'll start making excuses for you not being able to do it. And you can do anything that you want to do. And I really want everybody to pay attention to this. A river can cut through a rock. Not because of the power of the water, because of how persistent it is. And get this, we are creatures of habit. And if you keep doing something over and over and over and over again, you start to get stronger. And then you can break through whatever it is that's in front of you, whether it be your circumstance, your fear, or whatever it is. Because you have the power. And it starts here. You have the power to do anything that you set your mind to. All it takes is action, persistence, and the courage to face your fears. That's the 3 ingredients. If you did not pay attention, I'm going to say it again. You have the power to do anything that you set your mind to. All it takes is action, persistence, and the courage to face your fears. And once you do all this, guess what? Anything that you set out to do is already done. It is already done. But I see a lot of people let a lot of things stress them out that they should not be ignoring. When you have a big thing that you have to do, it starts to stress you out because the uncertainty of the big thing that you have to do, and you don't necessarily need to know what the results is, but you just need to break down each task and start small. I tell everybody, if you're going to do something big, start small. It's not so much about how much you do, it's what you do. And I heard this quote, it's a journey of 1,000 miles, start with one step. You have to be the person that take that one step. I don't want anybody that's listening to this right now to wait until you're in a certain mood to do something. Because one thing that I do know is motivation follows action. You just have to get started and then you will find what I said to be true. Your motivation will follow. Just take the first step. Don't worry about what could possibly go wrong because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to go wrong. And you have the power of life and death in your tongue. So speak the things that you want more of. Don't speak what you don't want no parts of. And everybody that I talk to, I tell them, you have to become a person of value. And everybody that I talk to, I give them some type of value because everybody needs to be benefiting from everybody. And I want everybody to understand this, that every mountaintop is within your reach if you keep climbing. You just have to keep going. Even when you're faced with adversity, you have to keep going because it was put there to see, do you really want what you say you want, or are you going to change your confession under pressure? And don't never take a loss as a loss. If you aren't winning right now, you must be just learning. You're learning. Every day you're in a learning process. Every day is not a winning day. Some days are learning days. Get that. But once you start, no matter how long you have traveled in the wrong direction, you can always turn it back around. Not you turn around from where you done came from, but you can always turn around where you're going. When you can't, this is a big one. When you can't change the situation, change yourself. Ooh. When you can't change the situation, change yourself. Because one thing that I do know, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. You have to be able to change. Now, we might embark on a whole bunch of different things. And yeah, sometimes it might seem like we're stagnant where we at. But you have to get yourself to a point of, if you see yourself going in the wrong direction, now it's time to switch the whole narrative. When a lot of things not lining up the way that you want to, now you see that it's time for a change. But you have to be the person that make the change. Nobody's going to make the change for you. And one thing that I do know about life, it's going to hit you. But you have to be able to adapt and bob and weave just to get through that fight. Because life is a fight and it's going to be hard. But the good part about this is you get to choose your heart. So how hard do you want it? Because I heard this thing, if you try to do what's easy now, life will be hard. But if you try to do what's hard now, life will be easy. So which hard do you want? It's all up to you. And a lot of people have this problem when it comes to procrastination. They always think about the risk behind the choice that they're doing. If you want anything in life, you have to be able to risk. And I'm going to let y'all in on a secret. I want everybody to come a little closer. Risk is better than regret. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Risk is better than regret. With anything in life. Because when you came into this world, guess what? It was a risk. When you learned how to walk, guess what? It was a risk. When you went to your first school and you tried to learn something new, it was a risk of you not knowing how to get it down pat. When you learn how to drive a car, guess what? It was a risk. Everything that you do in life has a risk to it. So why are you risking your dreams to remain mediocre? Just take that first step. Yeah, it might be hard, but somebody has to do it. And the biggest risk is not getting started. Then you looking back regretting what you could have had because you did not take that leap of faith. And faith requires risk. If you want to do something you never did, you must. If you want to have something you never had, you must do something you never did. That was one of the realest things I heard, and it kind of like set my mind off into the different opportunities and possibilities. You have to do something you never did in order to have something you never had. So are you willing to take that risk? Are you willing to take that risk to become more of a better person? To have more of the things that you say you want or that your heart desire? I want everybody that's looking at this video right now, get yourself away from procrastination and just take that first step. Don't be the one holding yourself back from the future that you envision for yourself. Notice I said vision. Because your present situation is what you see right now. But your vision is for the future that you can have. So get yourself away from procrastination and do me a favor. Follow me on IG _whoisDT and DT Sturghill on Facebook. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you doing? Subscribe now so you never miss any kind of value. And if you haven't heard my podcast with my brothers. Go and check that out. It's the Mind Report. We're available everywhere that you can possibly find podcasts at. Streaming weekly with nothing but mindset gems to help you get to the next level. And when you go and listen to it, I want you to rate and review it so it can get out to more positive seeking people just like yourself. And it'll start to play for people who never even heard of it. So if you love the people in your life like you say you love them, share this with them. But y'all have a good week. We're going to kick this week off right. And like I said, always remember to love, serve, and grow. And let's get it, all right?